Good morning and welcome back. After one of my last videos, I've had a couple of comments asking how I made my wee handmade flowers. See them? I gifted some to Sam's Creating Designs as part of our 1000 subby challenge. So I'm just going to come on and show you how I done this. They're called loom flowers, these ones. Now this is what you get. You buy a loom. Now this is one of a set of 9 that I've got, and you can buy them on your favourite online shopping, you know, like eBay, Amazon, that type of thing. And I got a set of 9, and you can get square ones at all different sizes, round ones. I think there's even a diamond shaped one in it. Anyway, this is the one that I used to make these ones that I gifted. So I'm going to show you how you use them. It comes in a packet of, obviously I've been using this for a while, so it's out the packet. It comes in a packet and you get all these wee pegs, and these wee pegs pop through the holes. Now, this is the small flower, as you can see. I'm putting them in the middle holes. If you want a larger flower, obviously, put them in the outside holes. But that's all you do, you just insert them through. Now, I'm going to tell you, this is the cheaper version of the loom. It's only about £4 for the 9 sets, if you look in the correct place. However, they have a more expensive one, and it's £9 for one loom. And the difference being is, these pegs have like a wee ledge at the top, like a bit that will come out at a right angle like that. Meaning you have to hook your yarn over it, and that stops it from coming up. So if you have difficulty with your yarn or your thread or whatever you're using slipping off these pegs, then you'll maybe need to go for the more expensive loom and get the one with the wee, it's like a hook basically at the top. This is what I'm using. It's not even a jute string, it's just like a cotton string with gold through it. I think I got it in the range. Probably did, but I'm not sure. The range of the pound shop. Thread goes through the middle. Now it's up to you what you do with that middle thread. You can tie it on, you can tape it on, you can tape it to your table, whatever you're comfortable doing. I put it through my 2 fingers and I hold it, and that will secure it enough for me. Okay, now you start, can't I tell you how easy it is? It's so easy. You start at the top and you go to opposite ends and you just wind it round. You go to your next peg, down the opposite one, wrap it round. Up the next one, and you continue doing that all the way around. Now, as you can see, I'm using my thumb to hold this thread at the top, and it's just to keep a wee bit of tension on it. If you don't, it goes a bit slack. Personally, I don't like that. So I like to hold it with my thumb at the top as I'm putting it over, and that keeps a wee bit of tension in it. Right, so that's me. I've done 1 round on all the pegs. I'm going to go round again. You can go around this as many times as you want. You can do 10 times if you want. Obviously, you're going to have a huge full flower then. But I usually do it twice because that's usually enough for me. And you just try and keep your loops on top of the ones that are already there. You go all the way around, and if you forget where you are, or the door chaps or whatever, it's easy enough to pick up, because all you would do is count the loops on your pegs. You can see that one's got 1, this one's got 2. So I know I stopped there. Down to the opposite, up and over. Down to the opposite, and that's me completed 2 rounds, right? I know it slipped off there, but I'm going to put it back on. Cut your thread. Now, some people put it down through the edge. Personally, I try and find the middle and I thread it down through the middle. Okay? Oh, it fell back out. So, down through the middle diddle. And I've got it here. Now, see, it's come off there. You need to make sure it stays on there till you've secured it all, okay? Back on. I'm going to pull my end and I'm going to pull it tight. that was the end I was holding earlier on. This is the end I've just pulled through. All you do, tie them off. Okay? Now I do a surgeon knot in my last one, which just means you put the loop through twice. You put your thread through the loop twice. You know your figure of 8 knot, you just cross it over like that, and that would be your 1 knot. You cross it over again, put it through the hole, wrap your end over, put it through the hole again, pull it tight, and instead of a figure of 8 knot, you've got a surgeon's knot. And that will not come out. That's what I use for my jewellery making or anything. Now you can leave these ends long or short. I'll cut these ones short. Now, that's the basic flower structure. In your kit, you should also get... a needle with it. Let me move that so as you can see. It's just a wee plastic needle. If you want, you can go for a darning needle or a canvas needle or something like that. A good big needle you're needing, because you're going to thread through your threads. Now, I use these twines. I'll use whatever one. I'll use the blue one. I got a blue top on, so I'll use the blue one. And you need a good long length. Now be careful, because see if you don't cut enough, you're going to have to take it all back out. You would think maybe that's enough. I would go with a good arm's length, at least up to your elbow, and cut it off, right? And I use double as well. If I was using a thinner, maybe a metallic thread or something like that, I would probably like triple it or quadruple it or whatever, do it 4 wraps. But again, you would need to use a centre thread that's kind of the same width as your other thread. Right, if you look carefully down there, you might see there a wee hole. See it? If you've done it right, you should have a wee centre hole. There it's there. See it? Right, thread your needle up through the centre hole. Again, hold your threads at the back. Okay? I'll come up here and show you. You're going to go between your 2 threads. Okay? You see that? See how they're kind of crossed? Between the 2 threads and down. Now, see when I pull like this, a lot of times I get it caught. Now, you need to hold that, because see if you pull it and you let that go, it's just going to come straight through. And then I hold it, I tension it with a wee pinky. Okay? You're going to come back up through. I'm going to come up that wee bit there actually, because that looks more the centre. Going to come through there. Again, back down through. Open up your threads and go back. See that? Open up your threads and go down through the middle of them. Now this is what I'm going to tell you. See how my wee threads have all caught up there like that? I hate that. And see the way just to get over it? I'm going to show you in the next one. Middle diddle. Through the loop. Instead of pulling like that, I turn it upside down and pull it through, and it comes through first time, every time. Through the middle. Done that one. So I'm into the next one. You know something? I'm going to do that last one again. It's not precise. Trust me, it's not really precise. As long as you get the structure and the basic steps correct, you'll do fine with it. As long as you separate your wee loops and go down the middle, because if you don't, you're going to have loose strands. And the last thing you want is loose strands, because it'll unravel. But I'm sure if you buy a kit, you will get instructions with it. Down through the middle. And I make these in all sorts of colours. And see, to be honest with you, it doesn't really matter what colour I put in the middle. I do try to theme it to whatever project I know I'm going to put it on. A lot of times, if I'm not or if I don't know what project I'm going to put it on, sorry, I will use the same thread for the outside and the inside. And can you see how it's creating a wee hole in the middle? It's giving you a wee hole. Okay, down through the middle. Because a lot of times I put a button or a dazzle or something, whatever, a butterfly, if I'm doing a butterfly card and I want one of these on, whatever. And it usually goes in the middle, and then if you've not made a good mess of the inside, if you've made a bad mess, if it's not as neat and tidy as you would be hoping for, stick a butterfly on it. You want to try and keep it even. It should stay even itself. I'm going to go back down through that one because it looks a bit bare for some reason. But see what I mean? Sort it out for yourself. Right, you see that? I've took my needle down through the back. I'm back in the back here. Sorry. I'm back in the back with my thread. And what you're going to do, tie them off. Tie it off nice and tight. Next one I'm going to do the surgeon. Through twice. And it's going to go right down to the bottom. And then I'm going to leave these long, because if you're sticking these onto a scarf, a hat, or a t-shirt, or whatever, you can leave your threads long and use them to sew on. Either that, or you can cut them short. Now that's your flower. You can either push your pegs through, which I don't do because I hate going round and sticking them all back in, or you can pick your flower off, like that. And you can see I'm needing to pick it off, so I didn't see the point in going for the loom with the wee extra bits on the top. And there you go. There's the flower. The loom flower. With your long bits in the back, you can cut off these wee extra threads for that, or you can cut them off short. Let me see if I've got a wee button. Here's a wee dazzler thing here. You can stick any kind of button. See, that's blue and gold. A wee plain button, anything. Or you can leave it as is. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that video. Short and sweet. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up, a like and a subscribe. Share the love.